What's going on, everyone? This is Greg with Beard's Review, and I want to do a quick review on the Acer Nitro 5 gaming laptop. Now, they do have an upgraded model on this, but I am reviewing the Nitro 5 Intel Core i5. This one I got about a year and a half ago for my son, and my son does like to play Roblox. He likes to play Fortnite. So I want to kind of keep this in layman's terms. I'm going to talk a little bit about specs and some of the key numbers to look for. So the three main numbers that I look at are the CPU, the hard drive, and the RAM. I'll start with the CPU. So in this case, I'm reviewing Intel Core i5, and this is 10th generation. Now they just recently came out with 13th generation as of time of me making this review. So you do want to kind of look at that when you are purchasing a hard drive. Take that into consideration because they still use the same naming like i5, i7. And the newer model of the Nitro 5 is an 11th generation i7. So it's going to be a little bit better than the 10th generation i5. But, you got to look at that price difference too. Is it going to really be worth it? But that is one key thing you want to look at. And for gaming, I'm sorry, one number I missed. Another important number is the graphics card. So here we have the GeForce RTX 3050. The newer model has the 3050 Ti, which is going to give you some better performance. They are up to the RTX 4000 series, but the 3000 series is still really good. And you'll probably still see laptops coming with like 2000 series, which is not bad. Now for the NVIDIA GeForce, the numbers you see 3050, it goes 3050, 3070, 3080. Of course, the larger the number there, the better. Same thing. It follows that same nomenclature with the 2000. So 2050, 2060, 20. So 2060, I'm not sure. 2070, 2080. Basically, the 80s are the top of the line. The 50s are usually the more budget. Going to be a little bit on the lower end, but usually better than the previous generation. So here, one reason why I went with this was because it was the 3000 series. The 3050 again is good, not amazing, but good. Get the job done. The other numbers, the RAM. So the RAM these days, I really don't recommend going less than 16 gigabyte unless you are strictly looking for like surfing the internet and stuff. And since this is reviewing a gaming laptop, I mean, you're probably looking at something gaming related. So go with 16 gigabyte or above. And then for the hard drive, this one came with a 256 gigabyte. The newer model comes with 512. I mean, definitely want to be 512 or more. You're not gonna be able to fit more than like one game on there, or one AAA game on there. That um, then on the 256. So you're gonna end up having to expand it anyway. So keep that in mind. 512 is probably still a little low. You probably want 1 terabyte or more, and you always want to go with the SSD, preferably the NVMe SSD, which is what most of them have these days. That's what's on both this one and the newer model. And on the RAM, the Nitro 5 with the i5 came with 8 gigabytes. So this only had 8 gigabytes. And that is one of the things to upgrade. I'll talk about that in a minute. But the newer model does come with the 16 gigabytes. So overall, the newer model definitely got the stats more on the nose with what you should be getting. So, it's definitely a decent step up from the one I am reviewing. But this is still a great laptop and is easily upgradable if you do already have it. So let's just take a quick look here. I have some stuff pulled up just to show you a couple of things that I did. This, like I said, this comes with 8 gigabytes of memory, and you can see here I did upgrade it to 16 gigabyte just to give my son the ability to do a little bit more on here, have maybe a few more tabs open, have something going while he's running the game, just to kind of give him a little bit more smoothness. That's what that's going to help with. And then some games are really pushing the memory usage as well. I believe when he's playing Call of Duty, it was really pushing that limit there, and he was struggling a bit. So this definitely helps there. And then the hard drive, you can see here, the 256 is what it came with. After he had like Fortnite on there, he couldn't really put Call of Duty on there. So anyway, we went out and got him a 500 gigabyte to put in there as well. So that helps. And like I said, he's played Apex Legends on here, Fortnite, Call of Duty, a lot of Roblox. Roblox, of course, not very intensive, so that's actually pretty smooth. Fortnite, of course, you can't play these games at max setting. It is a laptop, and although it's a gaming laptop, you're still not going to get those the same performance as a desktop. But like I say here, this Nitro 5 Core i5, if you're getting it, I will say like it's a good investment. I think it's a great laptop. It's been working very well for him. But I do recommend upping the RAM to 16 gigabytes and adding a hard drive in there if you need it. I guess the hard drive is the more optional one. It's kind of like if you really need it, and maybe the games you're putting on there aren't that bad. But the memory, to me, it's just not an optional thing. Just go ahead and throw in the extra 8 gigabyte stick. If you stick with just throwing in that 8 gigabyte, it's gonna be pretty easy to keep the cost down there. And I have a video showing how to upgrade it. It's very simple and easy. And one of the best things about it is, he has something he can game on, and then he can take it back and forth between, my house, his mom's house, wherever he's going. So like I say, it's been a great laptop. It runs all the games that he plays. With those few additions, has made it even smoother, and probably still have a few more years out of this before we have to start looking at something else. So, hey, it's been a great investment. I definitely would recommend it. But I also recommend those upgrades if you check out my other video on that. So that's going to be it. If you have any specific questions, feel free to hit me up and I will answer them as best I can. And that's it. Have a great day.